G'day, this is ADV Rider. Today I'm going to be fitting an oil temperature gauge to my 2008 Suzuki V-Strom 650. We'll have a look, see what's in the box, get it fitted up, and then we'll take it for a test run and have a chat about why I'm putting it on my bike. So, what's in the box? Lots of packaging. There's the part number, JMP. I think they're made in Germany. I had to buy this from England, I couldn't find them here. Yeah, that way. So this will be a nice easy install. Unscrew our oil filler cap. And screw in the temperature gauge. Yeah, I think I can keep that where I want. So that's it, nice and simple. Well, let's see how this thing works. So why did I buy this oil temperature gauge for my V-Strom? Not normally needed on a V-Strom because you would have a temperature gauge on your dash. My little Acewell dash does not have a temperature gauge. It's the one thing that's missing. There are other Acewell dashes you can get that does have temperature, but mine doesn't. I've seen, I think it's a Trail Tech temperature gauge you can buy. You basically cut into your radiator hose, put a sensor in and mount a little dash up that displays the temperature. Yeah, I didn't really want to go that route, and I think it's more important to know your engine temperature than the coolant temperature. Yeah, so when I first fitted the dash, I knew I was losing my temperature gauge. Didn't really bother me too much. I've never had overheating issues. I know when the bike's getting hot when the thermo fan comes on. The only time that ever really comes on is when I'm off-road on a hard track, it's a hot day, and you're doing a really technical track and going slow, you don't have the airflow, and you'll hear the fan come on. But on a recent trip with ADV, he got a leaking radiator and he had to monitor his temperature all the way home. Oh, you'll be happy to know the bike's fine. We replaced the radiator on it with a second hand one, so he's up and running again. But yeah, that got me thinking, what happened if that happened to my bike and I needed to keep an eye on the temperature? So if you have a cooling problem, your radiator's not working properly or whatever, your engine oil temperature is going to go up as well. What are we up to now? Getting close to 40. Yeah, I might have to test it further on the weekend. I'm going on a longer ride, it'll be hot and we'll be off-road, so I'll probably be doing some slower stuff. So how are we looking? Yeah, it's climbing up, a bit over 40 degrees. So it is quite easy to read while you're riding. Obviously not as easy as having it right there in front of you on the dash, but I'm quite happy with that. So that'll give me some kind of indication on what's going on with my engine. Yeah, I'll leave that there for now. We'll have another look on the weekend when I go on a longer ride and I'm off-road, see what temperature we get up to. But I'm happy with how the gauge is working, so that's a good start. So I gave the temperature gauge a good test out yesterday. It was a very hot day. We did some off-road tracks, some of it very slow. So after just cruising for about an hour, it was sitting on about 70 degrees. And once we got off-road and on a slower track, it was sitting up around 80. And then when things got a lot harder and we had to ride through a tree, it was close to 90 degrees. Still didn't hear the fan come on. So yeah, that gives me a good indication of what the engine temperature is doing now. Like I said earlier, it's not essential for a V-Strom because you'd normally, or any other liquid cooled bike, because you'd normally have a temperature gauge on the bike anyway, but it's still not a bad addition to know what the actual engine temperature is rather than just the coolant temperature. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time.